Hello everybody, welcome to the final part of Let's Play Crash Tag Team Racing. Sorry it took me so long to edit this together. I've been sitting on the recorded footage for like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been completed, I've just been lazy. But yeah, in this part we're just going through and cleaning up all loose ends. Starting off the video with the fast laps I hadn't completed, which, yeah, waiting for insane speed, definitely the way to go. It seems like they scaled the Astroland courses to take into account players having insane speed at that time, but even still, just making sure your drifts are really good and staying on the course for as much as possible, you won't have that bad of a time. Emphasis on that bad. A few of the Astroland ones did take me multiple attempts, and one I got like under 1/10 of a second. So yeah, I was a little lucky on that one. But yeah, mixed in with this is also the final Crashinator that I hadn't completed. Yeah, I was kind of just willy-nilly with the editing for this, simply because it did get to a point where I was just like done. And I mean, that sounds really negative, but yeah, this is gonna be a pretty long-ish video, being up front at the 40-minute mark, namely 40 minutes 17 seconds. There will be no more game audio, because by that point I was just like, I just had the game muted and I was listening to random YouTube videos while I was just powering through everything. It was a bit of a grind, and it was not easy, all things considered. But yeah, you're gonna see the fast laps with the Crashinator mixed in. And then I did, yeah, I actually did like the first chicken challenge before I did the Crashinator in this part. Maybe I'll have timestamps, I don't know, like, if people are really clamoring for all that, but I don't know, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt. But yeah, I don't know, the fast laps weren't too bad. The Crashinator took a couple attempts. I wasn't on that for as long as I was expecting, but it was definitely the hardest Crashinator in the game. The chicken challenges, some were a lot harder than others. Yeah. There was really only one that gave me a lot of trouble, and that was for Happily Never Faster. The fairy tale one. That one was rough because of all of the like levels to that hub and the moving platforms and just a whole bunch of weirdness you need to do. It's like you're interacting with things that you pretty much didn't have to interact with to beat the level normally. It was kind of rough. But yeah, the others, it was just a matter of sort of remembering where everything is and prioritizing things of one area before going to another. Yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex took a oh my god, why is my throat just scratchy? Or not scratchy, just like stuff, like saliva just collecting back there. That is disgusting. But yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex took a few attempts, but not as much as Happily Never Faster. And good lord, that had so many chickens to collect. But yeah, no real tips for the chicken challenges. Pretty much, I just resigned myself to the fact that, like, yeah, I'm probably going to do each one, like, twice. at the very least wants to sort of get a feel for where the chickens are, and then the second time to execute it. Not to mention attempting to go through it once or just doing a quick scour of the hub. You can activate different switches and stuff and have them already moving at the start, as opposed to having to go out of your way and activating them during the actual chicken challenge itself. The one in the mummy area was a lot of fun because in that little maze area with the falling platforms, you get so many chickens there, and that allows you to build up so much time. So time wasn't really like a real constraint there. And the Astroland Chicken Challenge was surprisingly easy. I think I did that like genuinely second try, because I don't believe I attempted it during the actual LP. And then yeah, just I don't know, I was expecting more chickens there, but they were actually pretty nice. So yeah, thumbs up for that. Don't really have much else to say about the chicken challenges. Yeah, this is like the most casual post commentary I've ever done. See, the jellyfish shooting or protection mission, that was annoying because the jellyfish, it sucks that you can like you see a jellyfish moving towards the dude and then you shoot it, but it splits apart into more jellyfish, and one of the ones that just got generated is like super propelled towards him. So he's either going to get hit, or you're pretty much, you need to have like amazing reflexes, or you're spamming the shots and you may end up breaking your chain. So yeah, like trying to keep things chained up or keep the combo going, definitely the way to go. I mean, same can be said for any of those like shooting things, but oh man, it was especially rough for that just because of how weirdly the jellyfish moved. But yeah, not much else to really say on that front either. Let's see, I'm at the muted part. Yeah, that's the Astroland Chicken Challenge, when I finally was able to do Happily Never Faster. And then we come on the remaining dioramas, which unlocks a costume when you found all of them. So yeah, killing two birds with one stone. Find the final costume and find all the dioramas. And like, I was finally able to sort of figure out that, you know, it was just sitting there in front of me this entire time. Like, oh, the skulls on the map are unactivated dioramas. And it was pretty interesting that like some of them were things I had interacted with before, like the cannon in the pirate world. No, not pirate world. I've forgotten the names of the hubs. I am so sorry. Yeah, there's one where it's like you shoot the cannon at the ship to get a secret shortcut in one of the racing courses. Yeah, I did not know at the time that, oh, that is also a diorama if I choose to interact with it like by spinning as opposed to activating it. And yeah, that caused the animation to play there. And I did find all of the dioramas. I mean, you're going to see my stats as 100%. But I think I missed one in editing. And considering I have like about 5 hours of muted footage, meaning I can't use like the waveform as a cue for like, oh, something happened here. Yeah, me finding that, I'm not really I'm not feeling that. What I think might have happened was when I was editing, I saw the diorama, and in my mind I was like, oh, okay, that's one that I had seen before. I don't have to include it, even though it most definitely wasn't one that I had seen before. Or it could have been one where it's like you can press triangle to interact with it and you can press square to interact with it, and those are two separate dioramas. So I probably saw the skull, I saw that I went towards the skull, and then I was like, okay, I'll cut around that and include that in this video. But I probably forgot to catch the other. So yeah, it was either a case of me mistakenly thinking, oh, this is one I had already shown off before, when it hadn't been, and it only seemed fresh in my mind because I saw it when I was recording all this. Or, yeah, either way, I made a mistake, and I didn't catch one diorama, so sorry about that. But yeah, I did get the other 7 that I missed out on, so yay! Not much else to say about that either. Let's see, so I did all the chicken chowder, I did that thing, the dioramas, the bowling. Yeah, like those were definitely the hardest part of 100%ing this game. Like, it's just so bad, and the fact that, like, there wasn't an easy way to restart. You just have to quit and then go back in, and you have to sit through all the loading, and it was not fun. Ultimately, I did do both of them. The second one was significantly tougher. Like, that's the one I think you get in Astroland. But it is so nice and convenient that when you find a course, you can just do them, like, from anywhere in the main hub. Like the little ticket dispenser thing. You can do all the courses and all of their missions. Talk to any of the dudes that have a mini game assigned to them, and you can access any mini game. That is genuinely great. Phenomenal work from this game on that front for respecting the player's time. But yeah, just if there was an easier way to restart the bowling mini games, I probably wouldn't have hated them as much as I did, but I still hated them because, oh man. Though I did find out after many attempts at the Astro Lanes one that when you gutter, you don't have to resign yourself to that fate, and you can actually jump out of the gutter back onto the course. That helped me out greatly in getting some pins when I thought everything was lost. I actually found that out by, like, rage pressing X, because I was like, man, I guttered again, oh my god, and did I just hop back onto the course? And then tried it again, and it was like, oh my god, you actually can have, like, a second chance at greatness. So yeah. Also, I am gonna come right out and say it, because I do not care. I was looking up just so many tips on how to do the bowling courses, so you're going to see some very specific shots that look like they have been practiced, because I mean, I think for the first bowling thing I redid that one like 6 times, and the second one that took like 2 hours. And yeah, I found like a GameFAQs message where someone was like, here's how I like get the shots in, or here's how I get strikes relatively often in these bowling mini games. Some of the methods were like really, really good, like almost always worked, and others it was like, nah, you just got lucky, fam, because I do not understand how that one works. That and also looking up like clips, because man, it was rough. It was rough, but I managed at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Oh, and in between the two bowling mini games, I did find 5 other crystals. This was something I had no idea about, and kind of wish the game would have said it. Because when I was adding everything up, I was like, no, I'm still going to be missing 5 crystals somehow, and that appears to be a common thing, because I found quite a few like Reddit posts or like message board topics of like, I'm missing 5 crystals in Crash Tag Team Racing and I don't know where they are. And you get those in the courses where you found the shortcuts. So really, after you open up a shortcut in one of those 5 courses, you know, you interact with something in the hub world that opens up a shortcut in one of the courses there. You have to go back to that course and go down that shortcut, and you'll find an item box, but it's not going to be like, you know, a weapon to help you take out your enemies. It's actually going to be the, like, or, well, a crystal. So yeah, 5 crystals, 5 shortcuts you need to go down. And I did see it listed somewhere that you have to get those first, because if your opponents get to the crystal first, then yeah, you have to, like, you know, it's gone for that race, and then you have to restart the race and try again. So yeah, I did keep everything on like insane speed, and I kept the difficulty on easy, because I was just going back in to get the crystals. I did not need them getting them first. And on easy, at least, they really seem to avoid those shortcuts. I don't know if on the harder difficulties they actively try to go down them. I also don't know if you have to actually come in first place after getting the crystal. I still did so on all those, especially since, you know, I was playing on easy, so even on the ones where I was like driving backwards for a long while because I overshot the shortcut, I still managed to come in first on those, and that was without like vehicle merging. So yeah, so like I don't know if I could have just exited out of the course after grabbing a crystal, but I wanted to make absolutely certain. But yeah, that is about it for this. Enjoy the rest of the video. I will just have some random music playing over the parts I had muted while I was listening to other YouTube videos, and yeah, that was Crash Tag Team Racing. Overall, for being one of the forbidden Crash games that I actually owned because of the bundle my dad got with Twin Sanity, Tag Team Racing, and Nitro Kart, this is actually a lot better than I was expecting. It was a little rough around the edges, and some aspects were better than others. I actually did enjoy the platforming quite a bit, though some of the platforming was a bit on the janky side. The courses were all relatively unique and fun. The difficulty was there, especially on the mini games, but yeah, like I would say this is a perfectly fine game. I might actually enjoy it more than Team Racing Nitro Fueled. And I did enjoy Nitro Fueled, but I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, it's a kart racer. I mean, I had fun with it, but I might actually have enjoyed this one more. But I still say it's like a relatively average game, you know, but not bad. Not bad in the slightest. And yeah, I don't know. I really am trying to think. I might actually have enjoyed it better than Team Racing Nitro Fueled. That's bizarre. Huh. But, yeah, it was fine. It was fun. And I'm glad it was chosen as a Patron's Choice game. And if you're interested in seeing me play the other Crash games and Spyro games, once I reach 4,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing them all. Back to back to back to back to back. Like Drake. If you get that reference, you've been on the internet for too long. But, yeah. Yeah, look forward to that once I hit 4,000 subscribers. And yeah, that's all I got. Rambled on long enough. Enjoy the rest of this here long video, and I will see you all later. I've already since started the next Patron's Choice thing, so yeah. Just need to go, like, continue going through and wrapping up all these unfinished Patron's Choice playthroughs, as well as other unfinished things. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. One step at a time. Alright. Goodbye.
Booyah!